Welcome to Bacaj. In this game we have Massive Borry on the USA versus Rampantluke on the German team. These two players are relatively new to the game, especially Massive Borry, who just started playing in the last few months I believe. But both of these players are quite evenly matched, and hopefully I get to see some mistakes here so I can show you some, I guess, tricks for any new players that play. So here is Massive Borry putting this MG in a good position. Up that, no, it's not going up there, but Rampantluke is also bringing down his infantry to the middle, but nice move by Massive. He's obviously been watching the videos. That position there for the MG is very good. Whilst on the right hand side, he's using cover quite well behind this rock here, shooting down towards Rampantluke's infantry, but a grenade goes off. Does miss one of the riflemen there, so Massive does still have a chance against these two infantrymen there. In the middle side, Massive has moved up his infantry on the cover of that MG. As you can see here, the MG here is in a good position, but not as good as the other one because he's in the lower position behind cover where that MG can actually shoot downwards, so the cover isn't as good as it should be. So ideally the MG should be in that window over here if I was Rampant there, but on the left hand side, Borry is doing well by sending all three infantrymen to all three flags at the very start, because this side obviously wasn't even contested by Rampantluke, so he got a free point here basically. Well, on the right side he didn't do too well, but he ended up stopping Rampantluke from advancing as well, so good play by the Massive Borry there. But here we have Rampantluke moving most of his squad down the middle. See the grenade war ensuing now, but when the grenade war happens in the middle, it is quite low risk for both players, so as long as you have the marker, you should continually pressure the middle with grenades. So here Massive Borry throws a grenade. Lucky rifleman there, escapes with his life. And both MGs still shooting and pinning each other down. More reinforcements coming, so it's still a one-on-one in the middle here. I assume this rifleman hasn't thrown his grenade yet, so chance for a grenade. Well, on the right here, interesting here that Rampantluke has decided to cap this. It took a while. He should have actually moved a bit sooner. As you can see now, Massive Borry is sending an airborne squad to the right-hand side to cap it. Good play, I guess, for Massive Borry. With the airborne squad early by, you could possibly have dominance with the infantry, as you have the better firepower than the enemy. But the danger is the enemy might have spawned a light vehicle 222, which basically counters it. So here is still the middle being capped by a Massive Borry. That guy just hugging the sandbag, kissing it. Well, on the right, the airborne squad, yes, no. Unfortunately, the airborne squad won't be able to cap this flag because of that MG here. It will pin it down. So this is actually, I guess, the downside of doing an airborne early squad is that you really can get locked down by any infantry killers such as 222s, flaks or MGs. But there is possibility still for Massive Borry to come down this right-hand flag behind these flags, but maybe not. Nice positioning here by Rampantluke. Basically, he's locking down the point on all areas, so there's actually no place to flank. With this MG here, it's locking down this point, but the MG decides not to fire on this area, but down there. So a bit unlucky there with Rampant. Nice grenade there by Borry. But it doesn't look like he'll be making inroads on this right flag with the airborne, so if I was him, the airborne should go down straight down the center where there is actually less infantry killers here on the field. As in this area here, the airborne squad could quite easily pin down this MG, and he could advance the squad up here to throw a grenade here, take him out, then you have this point quite secure. So at the moment, I would like to see his airborne squad move to the middle and really take that MG out while he can. Well, because on the right, it's pretty much there's too much MGs over here for him to advance anyway. But now the reinforcements have arrived, which now he might be too late to actually send the airborne squad to do much damage. He missed the opportunity there, but here comes the assault squad here, clumping in but running in, capping it fast. A grenade from Borry does almost take out two guys, but he's moving on the side as well. Good play there by Rampant, moving in all directions of the flag to surround the guys by cover. So now he has capped cap the middle, but here comes a half track from Massive Borry. A good counter to the infantry that have just spawned there. If you can run in a bit further with maybe a few infantry men over here to have some scouting, you could possibly take the MG out, but the MG sees that and is running away. So nice play the Borry. See that run there? If you run your troops forward, as he just did there, it doesn't matter if this guy is in danger. The point is that this guy has line of sight and can do the damage for you. So one guy, not the whole squad, one guy is enough to have line of sight in the front. So well played there by Borry. On the right hand side here, here's an opportunity here for this half track to run this MG over, as it doesn't have the chance to penetrate. So if he wants to quickly try it, as you can see, this MG is actually quite scared of that happening. He's actually pulling back. I don't think the counter, but he actually no, the counter has come to 2-2-2, and a lovely good play here by Massive Borry, who has sneaked the guy to the left. So he's made use of that opportunity. But Rampantluke is assaulting the right hand flag. It's always good to pressure multiple points, which Rampantluke is doing now. So that's a good play by him. That 2-2-2 now is trying to hunt that half track, but it's long gone. Good play by Massive Borry, who has seen that 2-2-2 coming and now is moving it to the left to reinforce and hold this point. He should actually move a bit faster. Let me go behind this pipe, kill those two there, and then quickly get out of there before the 2-2-2 comes. But that 2-2-2 is still staying there. It's in a pretty bad position there, not doing much, just hiding, when a 2-2-2 should actually be making an impact on the field. But you can see another squad there which may have the possibility to take this out if that's a Brandenburger squad. It could be a Brandenburger squad, but not very good half-track usage here, just staying behind there. He's not going to penetrate the guys behind cover. It looks like he might be detracked, so he has to get out of there and possibly buy a single-man infantry rifleman to retake that, but unfortunately, that was actually empty for the taking, so that 2-2-2 could have held the fire, and possibly he could have gotten a free half track to send behind the lines. But the P3 here should run rampant here. There is a Brandenburg 80 infantry squad here, which could be dangerous. Borry has seen that, which is good. But I don't think it can be shot unless it shoots it right here. But a nice grenade here by this airborne may take this 80 infantry out. It doesn't move out the way, so there it goes. Nice grenade there by Massive Borry. He does need a few more infantry here. I wouldn't send these guys left, because on the right he really needs to scout a bit more, cap this point with someone. This guy's an MG. I don't really particularly like capping things with MGs, but here comes the Puma, which is, I guess, a 50-50 chance attack to the Stuart, but as you saw there, paper thin that Puma. A Stuart's gun's very weak, but can penetrate the thin armor of the Puma, regardless of if it's facing front or on the side. But that Stuart is getting repaired now. That 2-2-2 is still hiding. If I was Luke, I wouldn't have gone that. I would have went a P3 to make sure that thing is dead. So that was a big waste of money that will set back Luke for a while. As we see here, an assault squad here by Borry moving up. Good idea to attack multiple points. There might be, I think, the MG of a Brandenburger over here, so you may not have the opportunity to attack this without any sort of vehicle support. But on the right, he is holding. I would possibly, if I was Borry, build more sandbags. The airborne squad does come with sandbags for the MGs. This guy really should be behind some cover. He must be low on CP or something. There's nothing else coming out. The right-hand side will be basically static here, because there is definitely that MG34 from the Brandenburger squad here. The middle is fairly secure with that BAR in that window until this 2-2 is coming, so it may not be secure for long. That Stuart is still tracked, so as soon as it's tracked, it will definitely need to move up here to counter that 2-2-2, but there goes the BAR in that window. It's 19-0, so the game's fairly close at the moment, with Borry still counting down, with the middle being his flag for some reason. There's two of Rampant's infantry in there, but there is probably an airborne here which has the higher cap ratio, so sorry, higher cap power to those regular squads there. But here comes the Stuart. It should move out frontally facing because it's possible that it could get hit from the side. Nice track there, but main gun damage. It's actually ready for the taking. Funny fact, basically when the 222 gets main gun, it's actually not main gun, it can still shoot its gun for some reason. But he really needs to get some infantry there, get this 222, steal it off Rampantluke. Fairly static here, he really should be using his airborne to throw some grenades. He might be lacking the marker here, but a few things spotted here which should be happening, which has not been. It's a nice positioning with Borry here. You should always put some guys, I guess, to cover your flanks, even if it's just one guy there, just to actually spot in case some guys are sneaking, like this guy has finally gotten through here. But we just saw a pack 41 from over here take out that Stuart. It's pretty strange how he got moved up so quickly. But if I was, there's also opportunities here for Borry beforehand. He could have actually moved forward up into this area here, or even hide behind a house, or even cap this house area here. Basically infest the area with troops, so I'll give Rampantluke a hard time to push him more. It'll take him a while to clear out the buildings, basically. And also it would have spotted that Pack 41 coming, so that's why it is good to push further than your flag to actually get sight on the enemy coming, and also to surprise, and also slow down the enemy to get the flags. But here's Rampantluke reinforcing the middle with a regular squad. Whilst on the right, he has got a Luke to not do much. This is a pretty bad play here by Rampantluke. As you can see, there is no infantry here from Rampantluke, so it looks like it's gone here unsupported. If this guy was an SMG guy or any AT infantry, that would have been dead instantly. So basic errors there by Rampantluke, but that's fine. He's a relatively new player, but do not do that if you are new to Men of War. So look at that, that would have easily been a grenade if that was an SMG guy. But Rampantluke is running Rampage here, but he shouldn't be by as lonesome. That Luke really shouldn't be attacking by itself, because it really had no target. If it ran down here, what was it going to do? There's actually no infantry here to kill, nothing to flank. There was no purpose to this. The Luke should have just stand back around here, shoot any, I guess, any MGs that are covering the position, then run in and cap the flag, because it's still Borry's flag. But the middle is quite secure with that 2-2, which didn't get finished off, covering the middle and this covering the middle. So the middle is basically impenetrable by any light vehicles at this stage and any infantries. So a good call here for Massey Borry, that croc, because he needed that to counter this pack and also to counter this. But he's sending it left. If I was him, I'd probably first send it middle since it's a bit closer. Middle, and quickly take out these two things here, the 2-2 and the Pack 41, then run down this side, because I know there is a Brandenburger squad here which definitely will have Panzerfaust maybe coming along here, ready to ambush. And this is not a good move here by Borry. Send the tank out first before the infantry. There is a huge space in the middle here with no infantry cover. A Brandenburger could easily come in. If a player was any decent, he would know that, and it would have been dead by now. But this game is between two relatively new players, so that's fine. But flank here by Rampantluke's Luke. Rampantluke has a Luke. So here's an M1 AT gun counter, takes that out. Borry is doing the AT gun frenzy here, but that thing shouldn't have easily flanked that. That shouldn't have done that, or shouldn't have been successful. Possibly Rampant was just not looking in the right position at the time, so that's unfortunate. But here's the H, was a standard mobile counter for a croc. Should take it up, but at this range, especially with that sight turn, it doesn't look good for that H if it doesn't turn soon. It's turning, but it's still in the range where it can be damaged from the turret and main gun, especially at this range. That croc should take a shot. It's too late to turn back versus a H now. It's a 50-50 chance. He should take a shot. That's bad luck there by Borry, who didn't take a shot earlier when he had, but that middle is still held by a 2-2. and that infantry will not be able to advance. On the right hand side, the MG has this covered, this flag covered by any infantry, but the Croc has perished as expected to a counter by that H. Standard counter at I guess at maximum to middle range to mid-max range, it is good versus the Croc, but when the Croc gets closer, the Croc is dangerous versus the H as well. But that 2-2 is coming in without support again. There goes a grenade there, which is expected. Many times we've seen in this tournament players sending vehicles out. Even the number 2 seed, I've seen him send out vehicles out Buzz without any infantry in front. So even just one infantry in front would be good. You just need just one to have sight. You don't need a whole squad. So if you lose that one infantry, it doesn't matter really. But here's that M1 gun, which is a bit close for my liking, because the range of this M1 gun is actually quite far. If any vehicle comes out and pops out here, it may no, on second thoughts actually, if a H comes up here, if it was too far, it wouldn't be able to penetrate the H. At this range here, it will be able to. So if the H comes within middle range, it's actually in a good position because it's close enough to penetrate. So on second thoughts, I would have done the same thing. But on the right here, looking quite dangerous here. Any German infantry can sneak through. I would suggest if Borry had, he should have some MP for single infantry. I would buy a single rifleman or SMG by just to prone here or something, just to kill or see any suspecting sneakers there. Because, oh no, as you can see there, unfortunately, Borry's scout has perished. On the left-hand side here, that H is doing damage, but the flag is still in Borry's hands. Playing quite defensive, that H. It's in the distance which can shoot his MG, so that's fine, but he just needs to move up his infantry a bit more sooner to grenade some of those guys behind cover there. He's got the tank crew with the 5th Cal here. Not sure where it's going. It's going behind there. Oh. Behind the rock. Nice cover there by Borry. But you can see the accuracy of the tank crew is not very good. Decides to change gun, probably because it's run of ammo. He forgot to take the ammo out of the half track. But just a fact, Manuel, the tank crew does have very low expertise in firearms, so any gun it'll pick up, it'll be very bad accuracy, a 1-star accuracy. But if you put it on let's say a Marine or any other 3rd tier or high infantry, it will have more 3-star accuracy. But 76, a standard kind of by H, relatively good buy. It should take it with no problems, but it really needs some infantry coming up here. On the right, it seems Borry has totally given up this space. So let's see how this 76 does. At this range, it should be able to take out the H without the H doing damage to it. So horrible miss by that H. Both these tanks look like they're in direct control because the AI doesn't miss by that much. If you're not a very good aimer and if the tank's moving, sometimes I do recommend the AI. I actually, wow, that was like a 3-inch miss. If I was Borry, I would definitely use the AI to aim because they actually shoot quite good. They don't pick the right places to shoot sometimes, but they always mostly hit target. And versus the 76, which is a pretty good counter to the H standard, it should be able to penetrate if it hits. So at this point, if I am failing in my shots and I just can't aim, I would go the AI, but he finally gets his shot there. At this stage here, I would probably, for Borry, he does lack a bit of the infantry support weaponry, such as the Bofors or a half-track. He needs something to just run in, so with the infantry here, they're crawling in a bit slow. If you can probably bring in a half-track in, you can just run guys in and the half-track can just go blazing, killing everything in its path without too much micro on part of Borry, but he gets the left-hand flag. Here comes the Stug here, which is a not bad counter for the 76, but the 76 has pretty much a pretty good chance against it as well. It has stronger frontal armor, the Stug, but at a distance, the 76 can track it and then move to another angle where the Stug can't turn its turret because it doesn't really have one. Oh wow, It has been turret damage, but the turret, sorry, track damage, but the track has actually made it come in a perfect line there. So bad luck by that 76. I would have quickly moved that away. If I was Borry right now, I would quickly send in a Greyhound or something really fast to just quickly take this out from the side because it can't do anything. And there's obviously no infantry there of Rampantluke's that can stop it because he has the middle flag covered. This side here, he has infantry there too, so there's nothing there that can stop it. So if he runs in right now with something to hit it from the side, as he Rampant looks desperate to get line of sight here, sending a few more guys. Grenade goes off. Nice 80 grenade there. Takes out that Stug, so good play by Massive Borry. That MG here, the by Rampantluke's placed in a relatively good position, sandbagged. Supported by a regular squad here. Looks like it's going to have firepower superiority here and cap this flag shortly. See the grenades going off. But a very nice position here by that squad leader. Takes out that advance. 3 guys in one SMG Thompson clip. But these guys are actually holding their own at the moment. If I was Rampantluke, I'll send 1 guy here for a grenade, but here comes the quick Greyhound to support at the moment. Maybe slightly overkill for a Greyhound because there's no actual vehicles around or any heavy vehicles to flank. I would. Ooh, no, actually there's a martyr there. If I was Rampantluke, sorry, if I was Borry, I would probably. I would move back, but he got a bit unlucky there with the accurate shot of that martyr. I would go probably behind here and try a bit of maybe peeking out and shooting them or running through these buildings, making him try to track him from here and then flank him. But on the right hand side here we have another croc call. He's going to be able to cap this because it can easily take out that Pack 41 as you saw. It may take a while to take this MG out, but he can easily take that out too. So his next point of target should definitely be that, but I'll also be worried if I was Massive Borry because there's definitely probably infantry down here as he had no scouts whatsoever, but he does have infantry now on the side of it, so it should be safe from any flanks. But here comes the martyr, which has the gun of the H, but nice shot by that croc, which takes that in 1, which is quite lucky. So the H is coming here, the martyr is coming here to counter this croc, which it can. But at 130 range, this croc can easily penetrate the martyr, when the martyr may have some shots that bounce versus this sloped armor of the croc. So the martyr is not actually really a super hard counter, but it is dangerous to fight against. But wow, that croc did a nice hasty shot against the building. As you can see, it's good to actually shoot against the obstacles if there's infantry there, because a big target is easy to hit and anything around it will still get killed. So nice shot there. Some grenades here by Rampantluke has secured the flag with his paratroopers. That BI are still in there firing. But the left-hand flag is surprisingly still capped by Rampantluke. As you saw before, remember he had only a few infantry here, 2 of them, and these 2 guys are still here. The grenade should have gone across there much sooner. He's trying to flank here. Maybe if I was him, I'd flank behind this rock here. This rock here is actually negating, it's actually before that pipe, so you can actually shoot them without the pipe cover, that area right there. It's good to keep an eye on your terrain, obviously, and use it to your advantage, but Borry here is capping the middle now with the support of the croc. The right hand side now is capped as well by the airborne squad of Massive Borry. Nothing menacing here, but actually it looks quite secure with multiple infantry. Here comes an attack here by a regular squad of Rampants. Should have a nice shootout, but the airborne here should be able to win out because there's 2 MG airbornes behind cover. And these guys are relatively out in the open. They might have some trouble trying to take this point alone. No, they still do. You'll probably notice there is actually a slope here which I didn't actually see, which prevents the MGs from shooting, so it's actually a nice approach that Rampantluke did. If you see, he's using the terrain quite well, coming across this side where he can't actually get shot by those MGs. Well done to Rampantluke. I actually didn't notice that terrain drop there. But here on the left-hand side, we have a flag which should be capped by a massive, Rampantluke now. And he really needs infantry support. Good play by Massive Borry knowing this and moving back, because right now he's in a very precarious position. And this croc has been killed a while ago, and you can see on the left-hand flag here, it's got that yellow thing there. That means it's not completely dead and is repairable, so he should really start the repair on, and should have done it a while ago. He could have had another free croc, which is absolutely crucial in a 1v1 to have. But at the moment the score is 62 to 19. A relatively, I guess, slow capping game, but relatively evenly matched game. 3 to 19. Borry has the middle, covered with the BAR, so it's a decent infantry. Has a decent infantry killing capacity in this centre. In the right-hand side, he has decent infantry capacity to kill this rank here, but you can see there is a Terran drop here, so he can't actually shoot through guys coming through this side. So there'll need to be some sort of grenade war as soon as these guys come to here, if they ever do again. Get ready with the grenades. But here's a Nebelwerfer shooting on the right-hand side. Takes out only 1 or 2 infantry, which is pretty much a wasted shot, as it really should be taking out a squad or more. If I was Rampantluke, I would definitely be scouting all around for good positions to attack, to shoot that Nebel, because that definitely was a bit overkill to take this area where, in fact, he would only need these paratrooper squads to do. That salvo of the Nebelwerfer was kind of wasted, when in fact it probably could have shot somewhere better. But the Nebelwerfer is a buy where you would use versus clumped up units, basically. So at the moment, Rampant doesn't have too many clumped up units, but he also doesn't have too many emplacements. So I would probably hold off on the Nebel and Stew at this point if I was on Rampantluke's team. Now there's an MG in cover here, providing good cover for the guys to sneak through. He pops in a grenade over. Nice play there, and it will kill this Airborne MG. No, it hasn't. He has survived. But the right-hand side has been dealt with by some MG cover with a supporting infantry to grenade. So you should always follow up your infantry behind cover, shooting at the enemy with a few guys coming in whilst they're ducking in cover. And here's a response here by Rampantluke with the croc. Coming in solo, not too deep, which is okay. A lucky shot by that Nebel, tracks it. With the Nebel you can actually get lucky and kill a tank in a single shot, so that's also another good thing the Nebel can do, but it's a bit of a casino play, which I don't want to promote there. But the AT gun here, just to get that martyr over here. I'm not sure what its angle was doing. It was actually angled shooting this way for no reason. It was probably moving towards to take out that croc. But nice shot by that M1. He definitely needs more infantry in this area here. As you can see in front of him, any infantry can sneak in, or AT infantry can just shoot if he had any. But it seems the inexperience of the players is showing that they don't have these units available when they are very useful right now, so there's opportunity to use those special AT infantry units right now. On the right hand side it seems like Rampantluke is coming in, which is a good play. I would definitely recommend you pushing into the lines behind areas people don't expect. You can probably get some good flanks out of it too. But it seems like Rampant is doing the job that Borry didn't want to do. He's trying to repair that croc, but he's having a hard time because it's closer to his spawn. Here we have Borry building a tank crew to maybe repair this, but no, it's not going to happen with all this infantry around here, and especially because I see some infantry coming around here as well. He really needs more infantry support. See that Neville does take out that airborne again. Sometimes in a time like this when the Nebel is doing quite a bit of damage, taking out your high tier troops, it may be a good idea to actually switch to a lower tier troop so that Nebel won't get as much, I guess, shots for its money because it's killing less tier troops. So if you spam assault squad or something, if it kills an assault squad, it's not as horrible as if it kills your entire airborne squad. It's doing the same thing, just running in, capping a flag. If you want the airborne to be effective, you just probably put them in cover, make them do all the shooting while the assault squad comes in and takes it and gets maybe hit by the Nebel, which doesn't really matter as bad as if you get hit by the hit with a Nebel when you spammed an airborne or a ranger squad. But here's a Greyhound here. A quick attack, but I don't know what he has around here as counters. He needs infantry to scout the situation. Good play here. Attacking from a different area, a different flank is always a good idea. As you can see, it's taking out these guys who thought they had cover, but they didn't have cover from this angle there. But a nice play here by Luke here, going to flank these guys, but wow, this is no ordinary squad. This is the 101st. Well, it probably isn't, but they are acting like the 101st Airborne Squad, taking out all these infantry before they even had a chance to get behind cover. But the nice idea by Luke, if he had quickly run in a bit faster to this cover here, you may have had a chance to throw a few grenades and flank these Airborne Squads. So I would say great job to both of these guys, using the terrain, moving around and using cover around the map to get into better positions. So Rampant has done this here. If I was him, I would now capitalize on this by moving this here, running into some infantry here, maybe moving up a bit further to get into another position, because now now Rampant knows they're here, and also they're sitting ducks because he knows they're there. And this Greyhound here, which is sitting here like it's a top dog big tank that no one can kill me, like a Pershing, but in fact it is as weak as paper. So Rampantluke knows it's here. Massive Borry should really move this into another position. So once it's done its job, it's taking out the infantry, it really should be moved, relocated, because a counter would arrive. If Rampantluke was a more experienced player, he would have sent some counter by now. This would have been dead a long time ago. But no, that is not happening. So don't follow that play there. But good plays by Massive Borry, but that there needed to be fixed. So here is the airborne here, capping the flag, which should have happened a while ago. As you can see, it's totally empty. One of those guys could have easily just ran in and scouted. If there's no one there, great. But if there was, only one guy would have died. But that croc here is having a hard time repairing, and it's still alive, surprisingly. It's been a sitting duck here for a while. An 80 infantry guy could have sneaked here because there is no sight around this area around here. But Borry still has the middle. Greyhound has finally moved into a better position. This game is going on for quite a while here. It's 78 to 31. Massive Borry still in the lead. We have an airborne squad still alive and a few other there, so it seems like the mini assault by Rampantluke has failed. Nice play by the Massive Borry, shooting at the walls behind. As I said before, you should shoot against the walls and it will kill everything around it. Nice play there. So the Greyhound has secured the middle, but it is in a bit of a position where it can be countered. Should move maybe behind this building, but there's a GG from Rampantluke. I don't believe, actually he has lost quite a bit. I haven't really card counted this game, but as you can see by the scores, it's 289 to 198 in scores, so he has really inflicted a lot of damage on Rampantluke. I've seen a H die, I've seen a Martyr die, but that's really about it, so he really should have a bit more, and I haven't seen many special points being spent other than that Martyr. Hit a Brandenburger and a Martyr. So, oh sorry, he does have a Nebel, so that's all his special points gone, so he doesn't have any special points left. So it is possible he is very low on MP now, Rampant. If I was Rampant, or possibly if I was him, I'll definitely put a flak here, flak 38 here to basically cover this point from any light vehicles and any infantry. But good game to Massive Borry. He really has improved this game and he's showing he's been learning from those videos. So good game to both. Bad luck, Rampantluke.